Hey, good morning. It's 26 September. Looky here, this part of the beach is lit up. Yeah, with some lights along the street. So we have another very, very low tide. Very low. I can't even see the water. But this is like any other beach in Thailand. It slopes downward, and then it'll come and it'll flatten out. And usually at that area where it flattens out, it's a nice trough, and that's kind of where things settle. Now, I still don't see water. Shit, it's way out there. It's got to be a couple hundred yards, a couple hundred meters. I can hear it. But right about here is where the slope ends and it flattens out. And that's where I'm going to start. Low tide this morning was about 2 minutes ago. So I've got about 3 hours before it all comes back in. I can start a few minutes early because I got lights. Can at least work my way back down to where the water is. Anyhow, I walked a bit further down, like 2 more pavilions, 2 more stairwells than where I started 2 days ago. So I'm further north. I'm going to go north as far as I can, I think, today. Because it only gets better the next few days. 6 something tide tomorrow, then around 7, then around 8, then I go home. So I'm going to have these low tides in the morning for the rest of my trip. I can't wait. Anyhow, I got Sweet Jane with me, my X-Cal 1000, the old blue model. It's a different pirate sticker on it. And I think it's time for the hunt. Alright, we'll check you in a bit. Alrighty, it's straight up 6. It's a little lighter out. It's a little fuzzier out. Come on, camera, focus. Anyhow, the water, the low tide line, and we ain't got there yet, is out there. I can't even focus that far. It's got to be 100 yards, 100 meters plus, where the water is. I mean, it's almost to that island. Let me zoom you that away. I can damn near walk to it. Anyhow, I've been staying in this trough, and there's very few targets, and most have been crap or iron. But I just got one here, and it's a low tone. I got a ring, so we got the first target of the day, and another ring. I like a different color though. I like yellow better. Anyhow, we're going to continue north. It's very humid, it's overcast, and no wind. So I'm dripping already. Alright, we'll check you later. Alrighty, I'm still playing in this trough here. A few coins, a lot of trash. I'm hunting in all metal or pinpoint. I'll get a nice crisp, sharp, short target, tone. And then I go to discriminate, and it's crap. It's a bottle cap or it's iron. I don't know if you can see this. Let me zoom in. See that white stuff? Those are like the roots of those trees. That was all underwater. So we're talking about a 2.5 to 3 meter drop of water. And I think this is what killed a lot of people when the Boxing Day tsunami hit. The locals saw the water go out and figured it was low tide. Granted, it went out quicker than normal, but if you just, happen to glance out the window and you're working at a hotel or restaurant and you happen to see that, there's a bunch of sand, a bunch of wet sand, exposed area, you don't think much of it. If you're a tourist, you'd have no clue. But the only folks that follow the tides are detectorists and the fishermen. So when the water went out, before the tsunami hit, the water went out really fast, and then it came rushing back in. You had a minute or two to get out of the way. But I think it's just, you know, it just looks normal. I mean, this is a couple 100 feet, maybe 150 yards out, low tide. Of course, not having the buoys, you know, didn't help. I don't even know if the ones they have now work. But anyhow, I'm going to keep going this way for a bit. I don't know if I'm going to go around the bend or not, but we shall see. It's been a lot of crappy targets, and every once in a while I get a decent tone and I get a coin, so we shall see what comes next. Alrighty, it's almost 7 o'clock. I got a few coins in that one ring and some trash. Look at this, a lifeguard tower. Holy shit. Ao Noppharat Thara Muko PP National Park, Department of National Parks, Wildlife and Plant Conservation. Yeah, this is a national park. Whether there's actually ever a lifeguard up there? Good question. Now I just walked, you know, it's about 2 miles from one end to the other in this beach. And this is the only lifeguard tower. But just because this part is, you know, national park, so they probably got additional funding for one guy to work a couple of days a year. We've also got some warnings. The only spot I've seen the warnings. We got the warning of jellyfish, which I've yet to see any. And we also have the watch out for thieves message here. Cautionary notice, beware of theft. Do not put your valuables on the beach while swimming. That's right. Now, of all beaches in Thailand, this is probably the beach that needs a lifeguard the least. Can you see how flat things are? Do you see any waves? Granted, during a monsoon there might be waves, but nobody in their right mind would be out here during a monsoon anyhow. So I don't know. Anyhow, I'm going to take a water break, and then I'll be up a little closer to the break wall. We'll find another flat area and see if it's any better than that trough I was hunting. Alright, we'll check you later. I just got another one of those really soft tones, kind of like a little violin string playing. Not sharp, not crisp, kind of wide. And it took about 4 scoops. That's all I'm digging. But there it is. That tarnish, that might be silver. And there's some stones, I don't know, like a horseshoe shape. We'll see. But again, I'm out there hunting way out at low tide, and this is about 20 feet from one of the entry points. It's just the way it is. So I'm going to catch my breath. It's hot and humid, very humid. Water's coming back in. Just kind of creeping back in slowly. And I'm going to work my way back a bit. I'm not going to work all the way back, but maybe halfway. And then we'll hike back to the room and get breakfast. Alright. Alright, I'm up top taking a break. A couple little eateries across the street just opening up. Anyhow, as I was getting ready to finish up, walked out to the water and rinsed the gear off a little bit, and I got another target. And I got an amulet. It's like a Buddhist monk. I'll have to look better when I get to the room. And the chain, which was all snarled out and snarled it. We got my first amulet, I think, for this trip. We'll look better back in the room. So not a bad day. A couple rings, some coins, and a chain with an amulet on it. We'll look closer back in the room. We'll take a water break and then hike on back. I'm done hunting for the day. 2 hours is enough. Check you back in the room. Alrighty, back in the room. T247 energy drink time. Some more ginseng root. It's good stuff. Anyhow, I got about 50 baht. Let me try to get all this lights behind me. I got the 2 rings. I think this one is silver. I can see a stamp on the inside, but I can't read it. My eyes aren't that good. And then I got the small kitty amulet here with the monk. I don't know who the monk is. Check when I get home. So yeah, not a bad hunt. Yeah, and we'll be doing it again for the next few days at these low tides. All right, thanks for watching. Good luck and happy hunting.